all expect to have high-quality drinking water every time we turn on a faucet. But have you ever wondered how you do quality control on water? City TV's Nina Sang shows us how.
For a city with so many important milestones, 1803 was particularly significant for Santa Barbara. That year, Spanish Franciscans directed Chumash laborers to build an aqueduct system near the mission. In those days, water quality control amounted to diverting storm flow to wash silt out of the system. Since then, the city has made great strides to improve water quality. In 1964, the Cater Water Treatment Plant was built to treat water from the city's primary water sources, Lake Kachuma and Gibraltar Reservoir. In 2003, Cater underwent a major improvement project to bring the facilities up to date, and it has undergone smaller upgrades since to meet changing requirements. The next upgrade in the works is the Advanced Treatment Project. This project will add ozonation capability, a sludge dewatering facility, as well as many other upgrades. Drinking water is continually monitored by Cater staff and laboratory analysts to ensure that it meets all state and federal water quality standards.
Well, I think drinking water is our most important natural resource, and we take it very seriously. We test many components of drinking water, all the way from its source out to the tap.
The city is required to abide by standards set by the Environmental Protection Agency and the state. These rules are becoming more stringent and are constantly being updated.
There's so many different kinds of standards. I mean, there's different individual rules that test for different contaminants. And so if they add something, it adds an extra testing regime that has to happen from our lab people or the treatment staff.
There are two types of standards. Primary standards are health-related, while secondary standards are related to aesthetics.
As a laboratory analyst, we look for elements, chemical and biological, in the water that not only affect human health down the road, but are aesthetically related to drinking water.
Color, taste, and odor all characterize the aesthetic quality of water. Santa Barbara's drinking water has its own unique taste, mainly because of its hardness. Hardness refers to the amount of minerals in the water, and Santa Barbara has some of the hardest water in the country.
It's a natural component of our drinking water, and it comes from the fact that the watershed is surrounded by rock, and really it's dissolved rock and minerals, and it's actually healthy.
After Cater, water travels throughout the city's distribution system, where it is monitored and tested again to ensure safety and quality. And have you ever wondered what these green canisters are? They're the city's distribution system water stations. These water stations give laboratory analysts information about drinking water in the neighborhood to make sure that water is safe to drink and comply with state and federal regulations. Drinking water samples are collected weekly from 36 of these stations located around the city. While out in the field, analysts do physical tests like checking pH levels and temperature.
We check to make sure that there's enough disinfectant, chlorine, in the water, make sure it's doing its job.
Water samples are collected from these stations for bacteriological testing done back at the lab. If complaints are received from water customers, analysts first try to troubleshoot the problem over the phone. If the problem persists, the lab will dispatch an analyst to collect samples in and out of the home.
We'll collect those samples, we'll bring them back in, and we'll do our testing, and we'll compare the inside versus the outside samples. And hopefully we'll come to a satisfactory conclusion for the residents concerned about drinking water.
Localized testing plays an important role in the city's water distribution system. Because of it, residents can be assured that they are drinking clean, quality water every time they turn on the tap.
I want people to know that we take the drinking water quality very seriously in the city, and that we do a lot of work to ensure that it remains safe.
For more information, contact the Water Quality Hotline at 568-1008 or visit santabarbaraca.gov/water.